Okay, so hi everyone. My name is Chiara Messori and I'm in charge of the customer service here in Tecnografica. And welcome to our new webinar about Infinity Collection. Infinity Collection was launched during Cesaie exhibition in Bologna this year. And this is a pattern wallpaper designed and specifically designed a commercial project involving big quantities of material. And our speaker is Silvia Batici, which is our expert manager. And I just give you some useful information before starting the presentation. So if you have some questions, you can ask them in our question section, because at the end of the presentation we will have a Q&A session in which we will answer the most part of the questions, and also there will be a recording available. So after the webinar you will receive it and you will receive an email with the link to join the recording. And for any request you can also ask us on wallcoverings@tecnografica.net. So now I let Silvia speaking.
Okay, thank you very much, Chiara, for this introduction. Thank you everyone for joining this webinar, which is very important to understand this new Infinity collection, which is the one you see here in the background. So we have just presented this new collection. This webinar is the occasion to go into detail to many commercial and also technical aspects of this new wallpaper. So share my desktop. Okay, so here we have a presentation we will use to discuss about this new Infinity collection, which is a pattern wallpaper with high-end embossed effects. And this is mainly thought for large projects, large-scale projects, so projects involving big quantities of wallpaper. This is an example, so you see how elegant is this wallpaper, even though it's thought with a pattern design mainly, but it is used also to decorate many walls, many projects with a very elegant and high quality of the wallpaper. So why Infinity? So I remember the brainstorming of our team. We had a meeting and we had to decide the name of this new collection. And we thought about Infinity because it gives the sense of endless wallpaper, so seamless continuity. So it's a pattern that repeats continuously, so with no visible separations between the wallpaper rows. So it's a roll wallpaper, of course, but in the end, after the installation, you get the image, the view of a very infinite wallpaper. So we have the illusion of a wall that extends to infinity, so helping to give depth and dimension to the environment. So also with this embossed effect that gives a 3D texture to the wallpaper. Okay, so let's talk about some commercial aspects. So why we introduced this new collection to our product range. So you know that Tecnografica is well known for its digital wallpaper, so custom, very tailor-made wallpaper specific for each project, so printed based on the project scale to size, so very artistic. Why we introduced this new Infinity collection? Because we needed to have a diversification of the offer. So we wanted to satisfy also the need of a broader clientele. So a As you know, we are in contact with many interior designers, architects, contractors also that have in charge big projects. So every time they inquired for our digital wallpaper, we received the request also for large quantities of other more pattern wallpaper. So here we decided to meet this need of our customers, introducing this new wallpaper. So from one side, we have the investment in high quality digital wallpaper, which is our digital wallpaper that you all know. Now we have also the search for a cheaper but still stylistically appealing option, and here comes the Infinity Collection. Then second point, accessibility. So this is a product which is more accessible thanks to a lower price, so we can reach a wider target of consumers. So this is very important for customers who are looking for a cheaper option, for example, for a renovation, decoration of their walls. So it's a more price-oriented wallpaper. Third point, mass markets. So we target large projects with this wallpaper. Later we will talk about also of minimum order quantities. So you will understand that this wallpaper is targeted to large projects. So for example, decoration of hotels, restaurants, offices, why not? Or other commercial environments, so mainly hospitality, HoReCa, and commercial projects. Fourth, brand differentiation. So we want to enter into a wider variety of market segments. So now we are recognized, we have a good brand recognition for our premium line, so digital wallpaper. With this Infinity Collection, we can be a player also in a more economical product, in a more economical range of wallpaper. Fifth, pricing strategy. So we want to compete with other manufacturers that are active, are player in a little bit lower price segment. So to remain competitive and maintain our market share in the field of wallpaper, we needed also this new product. So this is a key point. So because I will explain you the advantages of having also this Infinity Collection in our range. So with this collection, we propose ourselves as single supplier partner for our clients. So having a single supplier for high-end digital wallpaper and also low-cost wallpaper will be a very strength point for our clients. Let's understand why. So first of all, we remain competitive and maintain market share. Then we can have more efficiency in managing orders. So you will have one single supplier for digital and also pattern wallpaper, so you can refer to one single company. So this means also reduction of shipping costs, because we can group all together and ship the wear to you. So consistency and quality guaranteed. So this is very important. So even though Infinity Collection has a lower price, lower set price segment, we selected a very good quality. So this is our standard, you know well. So we want to have a consistency in quality. So more trading opportunities, of course, better support and assistance. You know that our back office and also our customer service is always striving to give you a good support and assistance, good service. It's very important for us. Then we want to reduce the risk of supply issues. Here again, having one single interlocutor is very important to reduce issues and problems. We have an in-depth knowledge of customer needs, so we know our clients already, so we know their need, we know how they want the projects to be handled, so we can assist them also for another kind of wallpaper. Simplification of warehouse management, again, logistics. Then saving time and resources and consistency in long-term relationships. So this is this wallpaper is just one thing more, one item, one tool more that we want to give you for your projects. Okay, so let's focus on the target sector of this wallpaper. Of course, as you can understand, it's hotellerie, so hospitality projects, HoReCa, so hotels, restaurants, and cafes. So big environments that need also a background wallpaper, which can be always combined to our digital wallpaper. So until today, we offered top quality digital wallpaper. So you know our wallpapers, everything is scaled to size. We can choose many finishes, vinyl wallpapers, ecologic, metal, glass fiber for wet areas. So up to now, thanks to the solid relationships built with architects, design studios, and large distributors, we customized some important rooms, environments inside hotel facilities. So for example, lobbies, restaurants, the bedhead wall, like in this image of all the rooms of an hotel. So mainly feature walls, accent walls decorated with our digital wallpapers. From now on, we have one thing more. So Infinity Wallpaper is available, and with this wallpaper, we can also decorate all available walls, all available environments. So the goal is to transform the entire aesthetic of the hotel by creating an homogeneous context and a distinctive experience for guests. So now Tecnografica is able to help you not only for a feature wall, accent wall, but also for the rest of the environment. Another very important comparison that we can do is between Infinity Wallpaper and wall paint. You know that wall paint is the option if you do not apply wallpaper. While the use of pattern wallpapers in hotels instead of painting improves the guest experience and offers several advantages. Let's see which are the advantages in comparison with wall paint. So first of all, aesthetics and design. Of course, a wallpaper with a 3D effect, embossed, printed, gives a greater decorative effect rather than solid color painting, for example. Then very important, durability and resistance. So mainly for hospitality projects, so where you have high traffic areas, having a wallpaper which is more resistant and durable rather than paint gives you a better durability, of course. So the wallpaper is less subject to fading, stains, scratches. Imagine when people are running with luggages, so they usually hit the walls. So the wallpaper is much more durable and resistant than paint. Then maintenance, so the wallpaper is easier to clean and maintain. So you can clean it, wash it with neutral detergents and a humid cloth, so it's easier to be maintained. Hiding of imperfections, this is also a very important point. The wallpaper can hide small wall imperfections such as cracks, irregularities in the surface, so offering a more uniform look. Then quick installation and restyling. So you know that when it comes to renovate an hotel, time and also cleanness of the renovation is very important. So, Infinity can be installed faster than a full paint cycle, reducing the impact on hotel operations, so saving money as well. So then also when the wallpaper is removed, the wall remains intact, so ready for a new installation and maybe a new renovation. Okay. Let's see which is the tool that we give you for the sampling. So this is a swatch book, Infinity. So we have given this to many clients already, especially during the Cersaie, and we are having a very good feedback. So when you touch and feel the product, you feel the quality. So it's true that it's a cheaper wallpaper in comparison with our digital, but the quality is always high-end, okay? So this is the swatch book. Inside the swatch book, you will have a small rendering to understand, to give you inspiration, and then you will have the swatches of the different colors, for example, of this wallpaper. I show you. Here you have an example, and you can see all the samples. Behind you have the code. You can also cut out a piece to leave it to the client. So this is a selection that we did for this first Infinity wallpaper. And it's very important to remember that we have much more options. So in case you do not find a design or a color in the swatch book, please ask me, our back office, the customer service, because we can find a new option which is not available maybe in the swatch book, which is just a selection of the best ones. Okay. Let's go into technical details, okay, because this is an aesthetic but also a very technical product. So let's see. Industrial production. So this is a wallpaper produced with advanced industrial process. So we can produce big quantities with a high quality. It's suitable for large projects. For this, we have more competitive prices. Also thanks to this more industrial production. The material, this is a non-woven background base with PVC coating. So you have a non-woven base, a PVC coating, then it is embossed with the 3D effect that we want. And then finally we have a register printing. So it's a printing matching with the embossing. A distinctive feature of this wallpaper is design repetition. So the design repeats every 70 centimeters. So the roll width is 70 centimeters. So the design repeats matching, okay? And depending on the design, we estimate the need of 15% of additional wallpaper. That includes waste. I will explain you why. Okay, so we have the repetition of the design. So when working with the pattern wallpaper, we must take into account the height of the pattern repetition, and we need to compensate the design during the installation, okay? So we have three kinds of compensations, let's say case A, case B, and case C, that is different depending on the design. For example, case A, when you have opposing arrows, so these symbols will be printed behind the roll. So when the installer will receive the wallpaper, this will give him instruction about how to install it. So case A, behind the roll, there will be this symbol. So opposing arrows. This means straight rapport. So there is no need to compensate. So the patterns are at the same height along the entire length of the wallpaper. So to cut the rows, you simply have to overlap the patterns to check whether they also remains parallel at the edges. So this is a very easy case for example, in case of this damask design. Then case B, you have an arrow and number 0. So this means 3 rows rapport. So the stripes can be used without, the rows can be used without paying attention to the pattern. This is the case, for example, of a very small pattern like this, for example. So you can match the rows in every position. So no matter how you put it, they will match, okay? There will be no leftover wallpaper. So this is the case where it is more simple to install this wallpaper. Then case C, when you have unmatching arrows, you have a staggered rapport. This means that the pattern will move about half its size to each roll. So when installing the wallpaper, you will have a little bit to adjust. I show you an example, for example, this one that we will see also later in a real project. Here, for example, you see that we have those little circles. So you will have these 2 centimeters that you have to move the wallpaper to match. So this means that they have to pay a little bit more attention. In any case, it's something that the installer will visually see. So it's not difficult installing this wallpaper. Then glues. To install Infinity Collection wallpaper, you can use any universal adhesive for wall coverings that are available on any market. The glue will not be included, but since it's also for big projects, you can source these big quantities of glues locally, and this will save also cost in shipping. So as you know, we are always very careful about giving you digital content to explain you how you can work with our products. We have a YouTube channel which is full of digital contents, tutorials also for our digital wallpaper, and we have recorded also the installation of this wallpaper here behind me. So in YouTube you have the tutorial video. So let's see this video together. So it's a video showing a little bit how you can install. This is the package, like our digital wallpaper, and you will have the rows inside, okay? Also laying instructions. This is the glue that we use. So first of all, you need to check the wall surface if it's regular and without dust. Then here our installer is opening the roll to cut. Okay, so he needs to take the measures depending on the height of the wall, and he will cut all the rows like this. Then he will prepare the glue. The glue is a vinyl glue that we use also for digital wallpaper. And then with a roll brush, he is applying the glue. First of all, they take they mark the position using maybe a laser plumb line. It's recommended. Here, for example. So marking the position at the bottom and at the height. Apply glue. So we recommend to start from an edge of the wall. and then the first roll is applied. Of course, here again, a professional installation is always recommended, even though it's not difficult. Okay, you remove any possible bubbles using the spatula. And then we cut a little bit extra wallpaper to have a very precise cutting. We remove possible excess of glue between the joints. And then we move on with the following rows. Here is where you have to pay attention to the rapport, okay? So make sure the pattern of each roll lines up with the next one. So with this wallpaper, for example, you have rapport 0. So any part is matching. With our textures or 3D effects, you could pay attention to this. So following rows up to the end of the wall. Then we remove excess of glue. And then this is the final wallpaper Infinity collection. I'm sure that when you will see the swatch book, you will understand also the beauty and the quality of this wallpaper. Then certifications, this is very important because, you know, when targeting commercial projects, we are asked to provide certifications. So first of all, this wallpaper has IMO certification, so International Maritime Organization certification. So this wallpaper can be applied also to the naval sector. Fire resistant class burning behavior is very important. This wallpaper is class B S2D0. This means the class fire reaction class taking into account also smoke production and dropping in case of fire. Then we have also American type 2 wallpaper. Then here you find also many other certifications available. In any case, please remind that our our technical department is always available for any kind of further information. Customization. So this is a wallpaper which can be stocked, of course, but in case you need a specific color, a specific embossing effect, we can evaluate also to make a custom wallpaper, a new further wallpaper available, but of course this will be considered also only for minimum quantity above 4,000 square meters. Okay. How do we quote this wallpaper? The quotation phase is very, very easy in comparison with the digital wallpaper, and I will explain you why. First of all, this wallpaper is not sold in square meter, but it's sold in rolls. Okay, so we simply need to transform the square meter we need in the number of rolls you need to purchase. And how can we do this? We calculate width by height, and we get the square meter, or you give us directly the square meters you need. We add a 15% quantity, then based on the we transform the number in rolls. So basically we divide the square meters by 7, which are the square meter in one roll. So let's make a practical example that maybe is much more clarifying. For example, our client needs to cover the corridor of an hotel, which measures 15 linear meters by 3 meters height. We use the empty for full logic. So for example, if there are doors, windows, or any empty space, we considered it as full. So we calculate 15 by 3, so we get 45 square meters. we add a 15%, so 51 square meter. Then we divide 51 square meter by 7, which are the square meters in one roll, and we get the number of rows. So 7.39. So 8 rows are needed. So you see that it's a very easy solution that we can do very quickly as soon as you provide us with the meter. Minimum order. So the minimum order we set is 10 rows, which is equal to 70 square meter. This is because we mainly target big projects, so large scale projects. This is the packaging that we use. It's a box measuring 25 by 25 by 81 centimeters, and it can contain 6 rows. Of course, in case of big quantities, we will study the most efficient packaging solution, so to optimize volumes and also shipping costs. Lead time, up to 40 rows, 10 working days. So the lead time is quite fast. Of course, for big quantities, so over 40 rows, we will make a check with our production, but in any case, the lead time is very quick. Okay, so now that we address also the most technical projects, let's get to a more emotional part. So I want to show you a real project using Infinity. So this is an hotel in Noto in Sicily, and as you can see, the interior designer chose this little circle Infinity wallpaper also to cover the partitions between the tables in the restaurant. So you see it's an area that is also subject to dirt, to high traffic. So this gives the idea of something easy to clean as well. And now you can see the designers, they did a very great job matching the Infinity wallpaper with these profiles for the boiserie with those little circles. So congratulations to the designer. Okay, so to conclude this presentation of Infinity Collection, what I want to transmit you is that now you have one tool more for your project. So not only digital wallpaper that are also very important for us, but also a pattern wallpaper that you can use to cover large areas. Of course, Tecnografica wants to be a very reliable and versatile partner at every stage of the project, delivering you, as always, the best service possible. So this is the idea that inspired us to work on this project, Infinity Collection, and to give you available this new wallpaper. We just have a look at a digital version of the swatch book, and so here you have some examples of all the different designs that we have available, different textures, different colors. Here you always have the code, and so you can choose among a very big variety of designs. So just a few for you to see. Then when you will have the swatch book, you can have a look. Okay, I'm sure that you will like them and you will make a very good use. Technical sheets at the end. Okay, so this is the presentation. So I don't know if, so first of all, thank you for your attention so far. I don't know if there are some questions. Managed to get the questions from you.
Okay, so now, as Silvia anticipated, our Q&A session. So in case we cannot answer all the questions, this is due maybe to timing, you can contact us through our commercial email address, which is wallcoverings@tecnografica.net. So our first question is the Infinity Collection wallpaper already available? Because I have a large-scale renovation project in Miami and I need a quotation.
Yeah, definitely. It is already available. So we have the swatch book available. We can send you a sample. So please, in case you already have a project, you can contact us, our back office or our customer service, providing the square meters or also technical drawings, elevations. We will calculate the square meters, and definitely we are ready to give you a quotation.
Okay, so the second one is, can I have a price list?
Yes, so in case you need the price list, depending which is depending also on the different quantities, you can contact us definitely, and we will share the price together also with the specific quotation if you need. So yes, please contact us.
Okay, so now we have also another question, which is, are collection wallpapers available on stock? Because for hotel needs a section to be quickly replaced, for example, damage by a customer or room service or cleaning trolley.
Yeah, you can stock this wallpaper. So the colors are very stable, so are granted. So you can stock it and then sell it to the project. And then in case they need some more wallpaper, you can supply them with further rows that will help them to end the project. So this is an advantage in comparison with the digital wallpaper, because with the digital wallpaper, we need always a quality check to match the color, since everything is printed on demand. With this wallpaper, you can stock it and then supply it in different steps. Yes.
Okay, so another question is, does a swatch book include all samples that is there in the catalog?
No, not all the designs are in the swatch book, because otherwise we would need a very high and thick swatch book. So here we have a selection to show you the best, the most appealing designs. But as I told you before, please ask in case you need a specific pattern or a specific color. We will check to give you exactly what you need.
So another question is the glue included in the price, or should I search it locally?
No, the glue is not included. It's not included in the package as well. So we chose this option because since this wallpaper is thought for large quantities, sending you large quantities of glues doesn't make sense from a logistics point of view, since you can use all the universal adhesives in the market. Our suggestion is to source it locally. Of course, we can give you suggestion about which kind of glue you can use. The office will help us.
Okay, so now another one. From your experience, do wallpapers in general have any lifetime? After how long hotels usually change wallpaper coverings?
Yeah, so usually in my experience, every 5 years, mainly average speaking, they renovate the hotel. It's always important for an hotel, always giving a different experience, give a different concept to clients that will choose the hotel for their holidays, for example. So usually every 5 years. Of course, this is a very good and reliable wallpaper, so it can be used lifetime, so for more years, but it's cheaper, so they can think about renovating the hotel more frequently.
So another one, how we are going to support the distributor or stockist with swatch books?
You can contact us. So of course, we know that having a real samples is always key to make the sale, because you need to show the wallpaper to the clients. So please ask and we will send you a swatch book. Of course, we are not promoting this wallpaper with every client, every small distributor, but in case you are interested, definitely please ask, and we will give you a swatch book.
So now we have another one, which is where we can find the Infinity section on the website.
So this wallpaper won't be advertised on the website. So the website will be used more for our digital wallpaper and decorative panels because they are very appealing, also very creative, very artistic. This will be one collection more in our range that will be simply promoted through our distributors and proposed to interior designers and studios. So it will be not a very social media presentation of the promotion of the product, but we will give it only to the best clients that can make a good use of it.
So we have another one, which is regarding agents. So will you be sending to agents some amount of swatch book automatically?
No, we will decide case by case, depending also on the dimension of the market. So now I'm talking to all my agents. Please contact us. We have already sent some first preview swatch books to you, but definitely we want to support you with more to give it to the clients, to the best clients. And since you know well which are the clients that are good for Infinity Collection, definitely we will support you.
Okay, so now we have another one, which is how do I understand which is the specific report for a design I select?
Yeah, we spoke about rapport A, B, C with the different symbols. You will find this symbol behind the roll. So as soon as you will receive the wallpaper, behind you will have the installation instruction that will guide you through the installation.
Okay, so if this is not for distributors or stockists, you mean to say that this is only for project, even people who can sell big quantities?
Yeah, the main target is are designers and interior designers and architects that will use this wallpaper to cover the walls in a hotel, for example, restaurant. But of course, here again, each time we will evaluate the project. We won't set the limit, so also distributors can use this wallpaper. Of course, please remind that the minimum order quantity is 70 square meters. So basically this targets big projects.
So now we have another one, which is, I understand this is a low-priced wallpaper. Will Tecnografica quality be granted?
Definitely. This is a key point I want to stress, because of course we added a new product, but we want always to be recognized as a high quality wallpaper brand. So it's a different concept in comparison with digital wallpaper, which is more artistic, but the quality is always granted. We selected high quality textures, high quality embossing effects, high quality textures and designs. So definitely yes.
Okay, so we have another one, which is the production is still in Italy.
Yes, the production is in Italy. Everything Italy, made in Italy. Yes.
Okay, so the last one is this wallpaper applicable also to residential?
Yes, why not? So actually we had many projects that are residential, but big project though. So for example, we have many clients that are decorating real estate big buildings. So for example, for the corridors, for the rooms inside the house, yeah. So it's not a matter of use of the environment, but it's a matter of large scale. Of course, it goes without saying that large scale projects are usually commercial projects, but also residential, why not?
Okay, so now questions are over, and thank you for your attention. And I always remind you to contact us through our commercial email address in case we cannot answer and we couldn't answer all the questions. And also, I remind you to follow us on our Instagram page, which official, and to register to the download area on the website in order to remain always up to date. So also, if you want to arrange a factory tour, we can do that. So you can also contact us for this. So thank you very much for your time and for your attention.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Chiara. Ciao.